What's real and not real? Where's he in his life? Or his sanity? Oh. Oh.
100 extras fully dressed.
Yep.
Sweet dolly track in.
Bourbon on the rocks. That'll do it.
Hair on the dog that bit me.
He's so happy.
He's so happy.
That bar, he loves it.
No charge? Your money's no good here. Orders from the house. Anything you say, Lloyd. Anything you say.
As long as you keep pouring that liquor.
Yeah, as long as keep the bourbon rolling and I won't ask any more questions.
Yeah, so sorry, sir.
Symmetry.
Symmetry. Lots of red.
Grady? Yes, sir. Delbert Grady. Mr. Grady.
Was Grady the name of the guy?
Weren't you once the caretaker here?
Yeah.
What is it? I do believe, sir. Yes, sir.
This is great.
2 daughters, sir.
2 daughters. Yep. Boom. Boom.
You were the caretaker here. I recognize you. You, chopped your wife and daughter up into little bits. And you blew your brains out.
I don't have any recollection of that at all. But you are the caretaker. You've always been the caretaker.
Oh.
I should know, sir. I've always been here.
Oh.
Did you know that your son is attempting to bring an outside party into this situation?
No,
He is, Mr. Torrance.
it's his mother. She, interferes.
His face, man. It's just
Doing
it's
weird stuff.
And when my wife tried to prevent me from doing my duty, I corrected her.
I corrected the girl.
Could call the Force Rangers first.
Stop thinking and start doing.
Red Rock! Red Rock! Red Rock!
Was that what was painted on the wall?
Kenny's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
Oh, that's right. You're Tony.
Everything's okay.
Tony could kick rocks. Everything is not okay. Don't lie to him. That heartbeat again. He's gonna destroy. He's not even gonna. No. That's not a good sound.
Are you received?
If you'd like me to, I'll be glad to try him again later on. I'll call you back later.
Okay, these screen captures are getting. First we were months, then days. Now we're dealing with hours.
Zooms.
Yep.
He likes zooms a lot more than he likes these. Well, then again, he does the slow push here.
But I feel like it's one of those things like that. I wonder if that. Well, it's definitely probably a set, but
Well, he does like
I wonder if that's space as well, like where he was. It's like, okay, I can still get the look and feel of this, but I can use a zoom.
But, you know, I mean, he's like one of the few people I've seen who does a like really sort of a consistent pop zoom. He's done at least 2 that I've seen in here.
I mean, he definitely uses it like for specific shots. He doesn't overuse it because he's definitely taking his time in every other situation to just, again, steady cam, or he's using that dolly and loving it. And he either starts in tight, pulls out, or starts wide and slowly pushes in.
For me, we got a very serious problem with the people who are taking care of the place. They turned out to be completely unreliable assholes.
You still haven't. I know the radio doesn't work, but you still haven't even made an attempt to go to that radio.
I'm gonna lock the door behind you.
No, that. I mean, yes, but like, no. You're erroneously locking doors. Like what? Why take that bat with you? You're not gonna take that bat with you, are you? Take that. You better take that bat with you. That's what I'm talking about. She has her moments. She's still about to leave this kid alone, though. I appreciate that was what she had in the room,
Jack?
but she could make her way to the kitchen, which has knives. Also, you know what? Here's a perfect time to be reading what he's been writing, because he weird, too. There we go. Oh, that's a great shot. Just right over the keyboard. Oh, man. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Pops in.
That's all he's been. Oh, man. Another great shot. Wow. By the 20th page, like, what are you getting out of this? Maybe it gets better by the 100th page. By the 100th page, he'll be normal. Like, woman.
That's nice too.
That's great. Also,
How do you like
the
it?
reveal.
How do you like it?
Lie a lot.
What are you doing down here?
Straight into camera too.
Yep.
Maybe it was about Danny. What should be done with him?
You are walking too slow.
I think you have some very definite ideas about what should be done with Danny, and I'd like to know what they are.
This is an amazing performance. I'm sorry.
You think maybe he should be taken to a doctor? When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
No. As soon as possible, yeah. I'm sorry. It's such a good.
You believe his health might be at stake.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but it's so good.
Possibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
Yeah. Swing that bitch a little harder. Woman, you better swing.
Darling,
Choreography
light
to do
of
this
my life.
backwards upstairs is just great.
I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna
Skills.
bash your brains.
Whoa! I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. We just went 0 to 100. Do not pass go. He just.
Stop swinging the bat.
No, do not stop swinging the bat. No, I'm not putting this bat down. Hit him. Hit him. You have the high ground. Kick his ass down. Yep. One more time. One more time. Yep. Yes. Thank you.
I'm just gonna bash him right.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want
Bash
bash your
your brains.
addicted.
I'm just gonna bash him right the fuck in.
This is great. This is so good. Are you gonna put him in the freezer? That's pretty smart. Figure it. I know you're scared. You need to think things through. Did you not bring the bat with you? Pull faster. Pull faster. Yep. Lock him in. Shut the door. Faster. There we go. Okay. He's got plenty to eat. He'll last. There you go. Smartest thing you've done all day. Yes! Oh, thank you. I've never. Oh, yes. Oh, great shot.
I'm gonna go now.
Wendy, you're not going anywhere. Go check out the snow cabin.
That's not ominous at all.
Go check it out. Go check it out.
Go check it out. Nice little push in. He's been busy.
Yeah, she should have been busy.
I see you can hardly have taken care of the business we discussed.
No need to rub it in, Mr. Grady. I'll deal with that situation as soon as I get out of here. Just give me one more chance to prove it, Mr. Grady.
And I would not be able to go to sleep. I know he's caught in a. But I know. What is with this red rum? Oh, is he the one who wrote it? Okay, that's the red rum we saw. He's recreating it. I don't know. We know he kind of sees the future, or Tony does. Oh! 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 It's backwards! Holy sh... Oh! Oh! What? Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Uh, 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 uh. Oh, fucking murder!
Low light shooting up.
Uh-huh.
Little pigs, little pigs, let me come in.
Oh, jeez. There you go.
Not by the girl in the chitty chitty
This
chitty.
music.
It's great how they like whip the camera over.
Yeah, they like
The
move
action.
with it. Oh man, that is terrifying. That is terrifying. That is terrifying. You just see the nope. Oh man. Oh my god. Oof. Wow, right into the camera, huh? Yeah, they're like, it's like they're oh Jesus.
Here's Johnny.
No. Okay, now I know where that comes from. Whoa. Cut him. Thank you. Oh.
It's all coming to a head now.
Here's John. Now I know where that comes from. Okay. He brought nobody with him.
Well, he should have told the cops he thinks something bad's happening.
Right. He brought nobody with him.
That's a perfect place.
Yeah. Okay.
Being small
Yeah.
has its advantages. there.
Yeah, dude. Woman, get it together. I know it's a lot going on. I need you to be. Look out that window or something. You know you heard something.
There's no time to cry.
Look, it's the only light on.
Oh yeah, she could have called out to him from there.
Oh no. This was gonna be the only movie where the black guy doesn't die first because he wasn't even in the room.
Look, you know how horror films are. As soon as there's a black person in it,
He's gotta be the first to
he's
go.
got to be killed. It's just the way it is.
He traveled. He plane. Rented a car.
It's the law of horror films.
Rented a
It
car.
must be obeyed at all costs.
Hello? Anybody here?
You know someone's there. Fuck.
How far did you jump on that one?
Unfair. Unfair.
That's a great face there. Look at that.
Huh? No! Why did you get out of there?
He heard him scream.
Oh, he heard the kid scream. But he didn't know where he was. The weirdest run. I mean, she just. she got no knife run coordination going on. Like, oh shit, what's this? Who's this? Now we got furries?
Apparently.
We got furries in the hotel? We got furries in the hotel?
She does have a bad run.
Danny don't go nowhere. Danny don't go nowhere. Danny don't go nowhere. Danny don't go nowhere. Yep.
That's just like such great shot making. Look at that.
Wow. Dude, high speed run in snow. Look at that. Book it, kid. I mean, this is impressive. This is hella impressive. Nice.
I'm coming, Dad!
It's almost like a snorri cam. It's not, obviously, because it's a wide enough lens to look nice. Yep. Damn. Why? Oh, I knew it was there, and it still. I knew it was there, and the music still made me jump. I don't like scary movies. Why am I doing this to myself?
Great party, isn't it?
No, it's not a great party. This kid is a goddamn genius. Look at, he's all calm, collected. So smart, so smart. That is so much snow. Oh my God, kid. Oh my God. You did it. You did everything right. Oh. Better book. Cool. Homicidal dad is lost. Perfect. Oh,
And
God.
she throws away the knife.
She throws the knife. And she's not checking. Check the truck. Check the truck. Check the truck. Check the truck. Turn. Yes. Congratulations. Mwah, mwah. Love you very much. Check the truck. Of course it's gonna have a hard time starting. Classic. Yep, there we go. Yes. Yep. Oh, thank you. Keep going. Yep, punch it. I know that's probably is punching it. This, who, that Fog?
Smoke budget.
I mean, he's going out of his mind. I kind of feel for him. I love how they use these practical lenses. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
yeah, it's very, very smart because it works. It sells. Holy shit! I was not expecting that, bro. What are we pushing in on?
Extreme push-in.
Oh, he was always the caretaker. Just in case. Those who still... What's the reveal? Overlook Hotel, July 4th ball, 1921.
Midnight, and the stars on you. Well,
all right, John Alcott, you did good. Oh.
you all right? How's the heart doing?
See, that's a good suspenseful film.
Yeah.
It's not overly good. It just takes you on a nice little ride.
I do want to point out there was only one person killed in the entire film.
Black guy.
What do you think of the film in total?
This is the kind of film that I like when it comes to like a quote-unquote horror genre that I do enjoy.
Yeah.
Because you're taken on such a beautiful, wild ride, but it's so cerebral, and you're trying to connect to it on that level, and you're following all these clues, and it's great. So then when you get to the point where it's just like the quote-unquote killing happens, it kind of has a purpose to it. Like you feel like you've just been like just ramping up to like here we are.
Right.
So there's a payoff to it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel gratuitous. And I enjoy that about this film very much. And I enjoy how they do it because there is a payoff to every little moment that they call out. And it's really, really done. I mean, in his Jack Nicholson's performance,
It's pretty off the chain.
it's off the chain, but it's so little nuancy things with his face. I mean, it's just Jack Nicholson's face, obviously, but like he just nails it so well.
But he's obviously like...
And there's a beautiful arc to his character because like he just comes off so together at the beginning, like little moments, but like okay, and then you just see him deteriorate.
I think from that one shot that I point out where he has like where he's just like staring out into nothing, and he looks like he hasn't slept in a month.
Yeah.
You know, he's a mess. But the scene I always kind of go back to, well, there's a couple, but the one where the first one he has with Grady in the bathroom, the red bathroom, where it's like his faces are like kind of trying to like figure out, is this is he who he is? There's something very pained in the way that he's like, that he says the words that he says too. He doesn't know exactly what's going on.
Right,
and
no,
like,
it's that transition point is almost where he truly loses himself.
like he's losing his mind, like he's going insane.
Right, yeah, but he's holding on to like the last piece of his sanity. He's calling Grady out. He's like, I know you.
Yeah.
And he's like holding on this like the last little bits of his sanity, and then Grady's like, no, then like final push.
But he switches because Grady denies it twice.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "You were the caretaker."
He goes, "You've
and
always been."
And then, well, no, he says to him, "You were the caretaker here, and you killed your wife and you blew your brains out." And he's like, "Well, I don't remember that." He switches into this because he's very passive up until that moment, and then he becomes really aggressive, saying, "You've always been the caretaker here." And then there's that whole thing where he's talking about his son bringing in to the situation, and like his death stare, icy stare that he holds with him the whole time, and it's almost like Jack Nicholson's character's kind of melting under that stare because he just like his facial contortions and the way he's acting is so strange. Because like previously he'd been like, oh, Jeevesy, and he has this casual kind of that bar
jovial.
He has that bar thing that he's doing with the bartender, where when he's talking to the bartender, he's he's like the guy you meet in a bar and you have a casual conversation with him, and yet 5 seconds later talked into murdering a wife. And also you mentioned the scene that he has with Lloyd first time and how much you like that scene, and I think that there's like that sort of like, is this in his head?
Yeah,
he
where is
experiencing-
this in his
where is
space
it,
right
Is
now?
it really happening? Is there some physical manifestation?
And I think it's like they're by the time he's in the bathroom, that's where the true switch happens. Like whatever part of the hotel I think is starting to really take hold of this character. The first cast to kind of reel him in is Lloyd.
Yeah, there's another character we're kind of neglecting here because the character is the Overlook. Because, like, remember when he's talking to Lloyd and he tries to give him the money, Lloyd says, your money's no good here.
Yeah.
Orders from the house. And then also...
Well, no, and even before that, he says, how good's my credit
here? And he says,
And he
your
goes,
credit's fine.
Right, so it's like that, yeah.
Well, when Grady lets him out of the storeroom, he says, I and the others don't think you have the stomach for it. So there's like, it almost suggests that there's been some discussion with him and the ghosts of the Overlook Hotel. Is it happening? Is any of that? I mean, when Wendy goes in there, clearly Lloyd's not there.
Right.
So if Wendy had walked into the room when all those people are there and he gets the avocado spilled on him and all that, none of that stuff would have happened. It would have, I'm assuming he would have been in that bathroom essentially talking to himself.
Yeah, no, for sure. They don't even reveal themselves to her
until the end.
Till the end, because the first time he does have an experience with them is with the naked woman. Right. And they kind of push him down that rabbit hole really quick.
And then he denies it as if nothing happened.
And then nothing happened. They are just tearing him down piece by piece. There's so many great moments.
Well, here's a criticism or a paper I read about this, that all of them shine. So that they're all having shining moments.
That makes sense because he says when he first got there, or later he tells her he felt like he'd been.
But you remember how Halloran says some people shine, but they don't want to believe it, or they don't believe it's true, or whatever. And so I think he's one of those where he doesn't even realize that while he's having this conversation with a dead bartender and a dead caretaker.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Yeah,
and the fact that he's having a conversation and saying, "Well, you blew your brains out." You're talking to a guy who clearly has his head still on, and yet he hasn't blown his brains out. So either you're talking to him in the past, or you're talking to him in the future, and he's a ghost, or whatever it is.
Danny obviously has.
Danny's physically manifesting. So I find the little finger version of what he does very interesting and kind of chilling in a way. Even like the story of how Tony is this little boy lives in my mouth, and well, if I look for him, then he'll run to his stomach and hide, so you can't see him. There's that physical representation of him, and I think it's also, since it's through the child's eyes, a child has a much more sort of clear vision of what this thing is to him. If you're shown these things by Tony, and they're real things that show up in your mind, it's like you just sort of accept the reality of what's happening with you. You're not saying, well, I'm going crazy or something. Mm-hmm. It's like something that's happening to him. He's feeling it, experiencing it, seeing the images that Tony gives him. He doesn't have the benefit of being an adult where you're told as you grow older, don't pay attention to things that aren't physically in front of you.
So the chef, he could communicate with his grandmother, because Tony says a thing where he goes, you're definitely going because your dad's about to make a call. I wonder if he sees the future or if he's connected to his dad.
Maybe.
Right, so that, like he said, the dad has the shine, and he has the shine.
When Torrance says he went around every corner and felt like he'd been there before, so he was experiencing that deja vu. And clearly, if we believe the image at the end, he has been there before in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he has a past life of some sort.
Or maybe it's kind of like an American Horror Story where everybody dies and they end up being in the house that they died in forever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like 10 million ghosts there, so all the ghosts of all these people who were doing crazy ass shit in 1920s,
are still there. Yeah.
Like the
it's
furry,
it's,
which is like, I always look at that and I'm like, well, that's people like, what is going on there? It's like
random.
He's got like the butt flap open on his uniform, and he's like sucking his dick through a mask of something. I was like, how does that work?
Yeah, I there's a lot of layers to it. I think there's definitely, I think you're right. He does have a piece of the shine. I don't know if the mom does.
But see, she starts seeing the things at the end.
At that point, they're forcing it on her. I think that's what. But it also makes the connection between father and son and the things that he's going through make a lot more sense. Now you're kind of going back and forth with them. They're both feeling it, and I think the kid is feeling the dad, but the dad's ignoring it, so he's not feeling what the son's going through. But the kid is feeling. I think
that the dad's he's so wrapped up in his own bullshit.
Yeah, he has no idea. Yeah.
It's like, there's a moment in that very uncomfortable scene where he's talking to his dad and he's on his lap. He's like, "You would never hurt us, would you?" That's what I'm saying.
He's like,
"I never hurt you. I'll never hurt you, Danny."
Is Tony his coping mechanism?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
That would.
No. So I mean, I had an imaginary friend,
I tried
and I had a really vivid imagination.
I tried to conjure one up. It never worked. I was like Spock.
You-
I was like, it is illogical to have imaginary friends.
They
and it's
utilized
the space.
the space, but also they took full advantage of. That's how you use Steadicam.
Yeah.
That's how you use Steadicam and dollies, and like just utilize them in all the best wide shots. Just these long track shots that are just like, oh, this is great. This is great.
Probably broke Garrett Brown's back.
Yeah. Also, the sound person hated them.
For those,
All those wide shots.
Yeah. Probably had a lot of lavalier action happening. Kubrick's amount of takes that he would do. There was supposedly like he made Scatman Crothers cry by making him do like 100 takes of him opening a doorknob, or like twisting a doorknob and opening a door. And it's like, Mr. Kubrick, what do you want from me?
Yeah, no.
It was supposedly like he broke down. The story goes that Kubrick really, really worked Shelley Duvall, and there's a scene where he's like literally dressing her down in front of everybody on set, and it's pretty brutal. Supposedly what they said is like he was doing it to put her in a state total and complete anxiety. Probably she was in an actual real state of anxiety. She never said anything bad about Kubrick. She just said that she was glad that she'd done a film with him and she would never do another one. And so anyway, there's a really interesting documentary on the disc that you can watch, which shows that. And I think it's like one of the scenes where Shelley Duvall runs out and there's like wind and shit going all over the place. Kubrick's like, Shelley, you're just wasting everybody's time on set, something like that.
This is great.
And he's just a master filmmaker. He's a master at like putting the camera in the right place, getting whatever the performances he wants. Which often when I watch the takes he takes, and I heard this or read this in one of his pieces, that he would pick takes that everybody else didn't really want to pick. Like he would pick the most sort of like oddball ones, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so it doesn't surprise me that a lot of the Jack Nicholson moments are kind of like he's odd and being odd in the scene. He would pick these sort of odd takes that they would have like take number 3 would be perfect, and he'd like push it to 15 to 20 to 45 to try to get like an internalized version of it, something that was different, weird, whatever. And so he's kind of famous for that. That's kind of one of his things.
Well, I'm here for it. This was great. How are we judging this one? Can we do numbers of big wheels?
How about Little Tony's?
Little Tony's, yeah. Let's
give this one 5 Little Tony's, Mr. Halloran. What do you think?
I give it 5 Little Tony's as well.
Now, when you get the chance, subscribe and like. This is really hurting my voice. Subscribe
and like,
yeah, you do.
and comment, and we'll see you on the next one, because there's gonna be more of these. We can do more Kubrick, because I haven't seen a lot of Kubrick.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him to watch Dr. Strangelove.
Wow.
Yeah. Kubrick is the great one.
Well, thank you for sharing, man. This is good.
It's a good
This is
one.
fun.